Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
people.
So, what's up? Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. As some of y'all know, most of y'all should know, I am JaQualia. I am hosting this Love Yourself Enough to Declutter group because I felt like a lot of us have a lot of clutter in our life, right? And if you really want to have some time for the things that is supposed to be in your life, you got to let go of some stuff. You got to get that clutter out your life to make room for what's really supposed to be there. And so over the last, what's today? Today is like the 18th or something, 17th? Today is the 17th. So over the last few weeks, what we've been doing is I've been posting every single day one tip for you to declutter in your house. And so we've done linen closets and kitchen drawers. If y'all are like me, your kitchen drawer is a hot mess. My husband be on me about that kitchen drawer, and I just keep piling it in there. We did the coat closet, the top of our dresser, what's the thing in the bathroom called? The mirror thingy. The medicine cabinet. So we did all kinds of stuff already. And so we have Brittany here. She is my friend, Miss Entrepreneur. She has her own business, but she is the queen of decluttering the bedroom closet, okay? And so I thought it would be amazing to bring her on and allow y'all to get some of the goodness that she's offering. So just so y'all know, Brittany and I have been friends since
Ooh,
2005.
2005?
Yeah. I was going to say 5 or 6, something like that. We've been friends since 2005. This is my girl. I trust her with my closet. I trust her with my wardrobe, and y'all should do the same. And so I'm really excited. So Brittany, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so first of all, hi, everybody. So my name is Brittany, and I'm an HR professional by day. I am a personal stylist and closet organizer by night, side hustling like many of us do. Even though I'm in HR and that's where my professional background is, I have a passion for retail. I always have since I was really in high school, early college. And so after working at various retail stores, I spent a lot of time actually working at Ann Taylor Loft, where I styled a lot of women and really just loved being able to see women look in the mirror and love seeing what they had on and just enjoyed looking at themselves and thinking that they look beautiful and great in that hot new outfit they were about to walk out the door with. So after realizing that retail is really where my passion lies, a few years ago, I started a business called Brittany's Beauty Box, which was actually a fashion truck. So much like a food truck, I would go to festivals and things like that. But the difference is that my truck was set up like a store on the inside, and people would shop. I went to Vegas to source a lot of different clothes, and Chicago and all of these things to find those unique outfits that you really couldn't find in Columbus, Ohio. So after doing that for a little while, and my truck broke down beyond repair, unfortunately. And so needed to figure out, how do I get back into my side hustle and really, truly live out my passion? And so what I had to do was just really think about what I enjoyed the most about having my truck, which was the styling people and also the merchandising aspect. So figuring out where things go in my store to pique people's interest and make it look good and all of those things. In addition to that, styling the women, trying on those clothes and seeing them once again have that smile on their face when they found an outfit that really worked for them. So I'm rebranding my company right now. We're transitioning from Brittany's Beauty Box to her closet. And my services include personal styling and closet organization. So that is why I'm here today.
Okay, so thank you for that. I'm excited about that. So y'all, she's in Ohio, and I'm all the way down here in Florida, and yet I still trust that Brittany is going to get my closet together and get my life together. Because I be down here, we be on the phone, and I'm like, girl, I don't have nothing to wear. Like, that's my favorite thing to say, is that I don't have anything to wear. And she's like, yes, you do. So I take her on a virtual tour into my closet, y'all, so she can help me to get my life, okay? Because I'm like, what am I gonna wear? And so she helps me, and I'll show her something, and she'll tell me, oh, well, just try blah, blah, blah. Or I'll be like messaging her at the last minute, like, Brittany, what to wear? And so I think you all should really just take these tips. And one of the things that I think we need to listen to is, because we have tons of things in our closet already. And that was the biggest thing for me, is realizing that I already have tons of things in my closet. I just was failing to realize it. And so with that being said, Britt, can you tell us, like, what's some of the steps we could take, first of all, to declutter our closet? Because when I walk in my closet, I just want to turn around and walk back out. It's a mess. I thought about taking a picture tonight to show y'all, but I ain't want to embarrass myself. So we just want to let Brittany talk about it. And after she get done with my closet, because she'll be in Florida soon, and very soon. And once my closet is redone, y'all, then we'll take a picture then. Not another second. So go ahead, Brittany. Tell us, like, what's some of the steps that we should take to declutter our closet?
Yeah. So, Quayla, I think you raised a good point. First of all, just that the average woman, even though we have a ton of clothes in our closet, we feel like we don't know what to wear. And that's because most of us only wear between 20 to 60% of what's in our closet, and the rest really shouldn't be there. And some research will tell you that the average woman has about $500 worth of items in their closet that they're not currently wearing. So maybe they worn them in the past, or maybe they still have the tag on them and they never wore them just because something prompted them to buy something that really didn't work for them for whatever reason, whether or not it was a good deal or someone else convinced them to get it, or they had an event to go to that ended up getting canceled, etc. So yeah. So some of the steps to declutter your closet. And first of all, ladies, it just takes an open mind. You have to be open-minded because there's a lot of psychology behind decluttering in general. And having a closet that is just not aesthetically pleasing, but then also causes anxiety, stress, or chaos, it's toxic for you. And we're all about self-care, especially in 2020. So, it's time to get focused and get organized. And the first thing is to be open-minded to that and being willing to let things go. And if you're not willing to, we can talk about some things exercises you can do to get yourself ready for that.
Okay.
So what we all really truly desire, I think, is what we all saw in Clueless when Cher was going through her closet. Do you remember that scene, Quay?
Where who?
Do you remember that scene when in the movie Clueless?
Uh-huh.
When Cher had that closet and it like rotated on a rack and she had her laptop and
closet goals.
Cher was definitely some closet goals, okay? Yeah. She was definitely some closet goals. She had a shoppable closet. It was easy for her to see what she had in it. It was aesthetically appealing. I think we all fell in love with that closet when we saw it. And it really truly looked like a store on the inside. And so it was merchandise to look that way and coordinated also. So the key thing is to make sure that you move out all the items that don't belong there. It really truly needs to have your clothes and your husband's clothes in it. If you're married or have a partner at home, don't have kids' toys in your bedroom closet. Don't have, travel items, luggage. It doesn't belong there, ladies. We'll find somewhere for it to go in those other neatly places that you've already organized, right? Because you've been working, what are we on now, day 17 of this? So, we will find another place for those things to go. But if they don't belong there, they got to come out. And then make sure when you go in to declutter your closet that everything is truly there. So make sure all your laundry is done and put away so that you can really get an idea of what do you have and evaluate those items and figure out if they really belong to your wife still or not. The next thing you want to do is set a good amount of time. So you know, if you're open on a Saturday morning, it's a perfect time for you to do this, where you need to designate several hours to be able to look at each item that you have and determine what you're going to do with it. So the next thing is we're going to put things into several piles, okay? Really 5 main piles, all right? So the first thing is your toss it pile. Quay, do you have a toss it pile?
So,
you think you would?
About the toss it pile, like, how do you even know what, like, what's the criteria that you should just use to, like, decide what goes in a toss it pile? Like, what am I keeping and what am I throwing away? How do you?
Yes. So does it have a stain on it that you can't get out?
Okay.
Or does it have a tear that cannot be repaired? Okay. I know, look, being a Black woman, the first thing that goes on my jeans is the thighs rub out. All right. If it has holes in the thighs, lady, it gotta go. Yes. Every Black woman knows that struggle. Okay. If the thighs are rubbed out, they gotta go, ladies. You're not wearing them anymore. I know you're not wearing them like that. They gotta go. So those are definitely tossed. We wouldn't donate them. They would definitely be tossed out into the trash. They gotta go. Okay. The next thing is the donate or sell it pile. So Quay, do you have anything that you think you would donate or sell in your closet right now?
Okay, so recently, I will say that I had a young lady who just came into adulthood, gonna start interviewing, and I realized that I had like 2 bins of clothes that I have not touched in 2 years, and I let her come over and go through it. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a rough time with it. Like, I saw dresses that people had given me that I had only worn once or twice, but I knew it was going to serve her well. Like, she was a young lady she's still in high school, you know, and so to give her these things, knowing that she's 18 now and she's going to be interviewing, and I had tons of clothes that I don't wear dress clothes as often because, you know, I teach PIO, so I just need to keep her like in the bra. But she is going to be, you know, getting jobs and things, and so I needed to donate it. And so everything that she didn't take, the rest of the stuff in the donate pile is still in the bin in the garage, but I have not had the opportunity to actually donate it. Yeah. I got a donate pile. That was the long answer.
Yes. And first of all, just such a way to bless others by donating what we have and our good quality items that we just aren't using anymore. And I'm sure you were such a blessing to that lady. So kudos to you for doing that and for being willing to let it go. You know, it's hard to watch, girl. I know. Let it go. But yes, and the biggest thing is what you put in a donate pile, y'all, take it to the Goodwill, take it to wherever you're going to take it to, but you got to make sure you get it out of there. And, you know, a part of my services that I offer, once I do that edit in your closet, I'm going to take that stuff with me, so you can't put it back in there. And I'll go and donate it for you. You don't have to worry about going to drop it off. I'll take care of it for you. So figuring out what is of quality that's still decent. You know, I'm sure you gave her some pretty nice stuff, you know, maybe wasn't perfect, but was still in pretty good quality.
Girl,
and then, that $500 I was talking about. Yeah. But yeah, really just figuring out what's of good quality that you don't want to throw out, but you know, someone else can make use of, but it just isn't for you anymore. You never wore it. It just wasn't for you, or it's just not for you right now. And that's okay too. And then the next thing is you want to put other items into a fix-it pile. So your fix-it pile is going to consist of, well, actually, I'm sorry, before I move on to fix it, the other thing I wanted to talk about was selling, because there are a lot of places out here that will give you at least a little bit of money for the items that you have that still have tags on it, that are designer items that you never wore or don't want anymore for whatever reason, maybe replaced, you know, with something else. So, you know, there's plenty of consignment stores or thrift stores that you can go to take your your items too. I mean, for example, when I was getting rid of the merchandise that I had for in my truck, I still had a few remnants of some things that I just didn't sell that were on sale that, you know, I really ran out of options to sell. So I took them to a few consignment stores or thrift stores and got at least a little bit of money back for the money that I spent on them. So they will definitely take stuff, and I encourage you to do that. All right, next thing is the fix-it pile. So in the fix-it pile goes those things that need tailoring or repair but are still in style that you would still wear. And I would say you would still wear them because that's so important. Oh, there's a little interference. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, you know, you're good. So if you're I would only put it in that fix-it pile if you're truly going to get it fixed. If you're not going to pay to get it fixed or take the time to take it to a tailor or take the time to take it to a shoe repair place or take the time to go get that, you know, handle on your bag fixed or whatever, or you're not going to put that money into it, don't put it in that fix-it pile, y'all. It probably needs to go into that donate or sell pile or toss it. And then the last thing is going to be, second to last thing is going to be your don't know. So you don't know if you want to keep it or not, but you're having a hard time parting with it for some reason. You'll have to go back to that and to that pile here in that process and reevaluate it. And the last thing is going to be your
something about that. Because, so a lot of people don't, if you don't know, like my grandmother passed, right? And she had a lot of clothes that we didn't get to get. But I was able to snag a few pieces, right? And so I have like, you know, like 3 pieces of clothing that my grandmother gave me or I borrowed out of her closet during her last days in the hospital. But like I can't fit them things no more. Or they're sweaters, and I live in Florida and I don't need it. So like, what do we do? Why do we have those items that we just can't let go of? Like we ain't using them, we can't fit them, but why? What's the issue? Why can't I let it go?
So there's a few reasons why. Like with your grandmother's stuff, there's an emotional attachment there, right? You don't want to part with it because you're emotionally attached to it. And I would encourage you to not get rid of those things, but find some way to honor your grandmother in keeping them. So, you know, my mom passed away almost 10 years ago. And I still have a lot of her clothes. Like I have a tub full of them. They were in my bedroom closet. I moved them out and they're now in the storage area. But my goal with those clothes is I'm going to take them and either A, find the time myself to make a quilt with them, or send them off to one of those companies that's on Groupon or whatever that can make a quilt for me out of those things, or take them and make some pillows or whatever I can do to still keep her honor, but use them in a way that I'm going to use them instead of them not really giving me value when they're sitting in the closet, you know? So if you're emotionally attached to it, do something with it, but do it in a way that you can display it or honor that person, because it's not necessarily honoring them by just sitting there in your closet, you know? Wedding dresses, go get them preserved, display them somewhere, you know? We all have those types of items, and it's okay to keep them.
Yeah, I took my wedding dress to the cleaners and forgot about it. So
oh no.
I forgot about it for about 4 years.
That's awful.
By the time I went to go get it, the cleaners was closed. So they got that dress. But I ain't never getting married again, so I don't need it. So.
There you go. They might have resold it for some money too.
I'm sure they did. They cleaned up on that dress. My mom paid for a really nice dress, so sorry, mommy.
Oh, hope she's not watching right now. Hope she don't know.
This is the first time I've actually ever told anybody that. So
that is so funny. Another reason why we can't get rid of stuff is because we feel like we paid a lot of money for it and we don't want to let it go. And then the other thing is, you know, physically. So, you know, a lot of us are trying to live our best lives in 2020. And so either you lost weight or you're losing weight or you're maintaining weight. Hey, weight loss. If you're trying to lose weight, get with this lady right here. She'll get you right. But, you know, with that being said, we might be hanging on to items that we can't fit anymore, either because they remind us of when we were that size, or we're afraid of going back to that size, or whatever the case may be. And so letting that stuff go as well. And if you have a few of those items that are really your favorites and you're like, no, I'm sure in the next 6 months I'll be able to wear it, then you can keep it. But then if you don't wear it within 6 months, I would say, you know, it's time to let's move on. Or even within the next season coming around that you would wear it, then it would be time to move on from it.
Okay. All right. So what was that pal called? The I don't know pal?
Yes, I don't know pile.
Okay, so with the I don't know pal, how long do we let it stay in the I don't know pile though?
It needs to come out of that I don't know pile before you're done with this process.
Oh.
So then you need to figure out, that'll be your last pile that you go back to and really go through each item and talk yourself through, you know, what's going on with that item. So some of the things to think about is, have I worn it in the last year? Does it fit? Can I get into it right now? Does it require to be repaired or tailored? And am I going to pay for that? And am I going to go out of my way to get that done? Is it worn out or damaged beyond repair? If so, it needs to go into the toss-in pile. Or is it seriously out of style? I have a funny story about out of style.
Okay.
So I used to be the bandage skirt queen. Every time I would go out somewhere on the weekend, I'll be walking a bandage skirt and a crop top or a bandage skirt and whatever, okay? Bandage skirt out. Bandage skirts, I mean, went out the door with BB going out of the mall, which was probably about 5 years ago, if not more. So, you know, and going through, before I just moved about a year ago, and going through my closet and figuring out what I was going to take and what I was going to pitch, I looked at all these skirts and I just love them so much and they look so great on me. But I was like, all right, like, y'all got to go. So if it's seriously out of style, like, we're not trying to go back to 2012, like, they got to go. So I had to let them go, you know, and I think I tossed them because they're so out of style. I think I threw them out.
What other kind of things are like out of style though? Like, so I don't buy like designer stuff. I'm very basic, but how do you know like what's out of style?
So typically your really trendy items are going to be those out of style items. If you have a lot of basics in your closet, I would say that's going to be mostly stuff that you can still wear, you know, and that's going to stay classic. But out of style items, so for example, you know, there was this LuLaRoe fetish that everyone had about 4 or 5 years ago or so, where everyone was wearing like a coordinated top and a coordinated legging, and LuLaRoe isn't really, you know, too much in style anymore. So if you have those fuzzy leggings, it's probably time to let them go, for example. What else? I think crosses were a really big thing that was in style. You know, that might come back around, but do you really want to hold on to it for another 10 years until it comes back around? Maybe not. Like, I had some leggings with like crosses down the side. They had to go. They had to go. Not to say crosses are ever out of style. We'll wear some crosses really in a minute, but cross leggings, you know, gotta go. I would also say, you know, like one thing that's really big right now that probably won't be as much of a trend in the next few years is snakeskin. So if you bought some snakeskin anything, you know, in 2019 or 2020, just know that, you know, probably in a few years it's going to be something that you'll either, or, well, first of all, I would say if you love snakeskin, try to get something that'll stay classic, like a purse, you know, or some shoes, versus a top or some leggings or some pants or whatever the case may be, because most likely those garments are probably going to transition out of style in a few years. But those accessories, which is where, you know, being stylish really comes into play, those are going to stay more classic, and you can hold on to them for quite some time. So.
Okay, man. So this is a lot of good stuff. I'm lucky that I get to go and just call you and ask questions. But for the people who are listening and they realize that their closet is a hot mess, and they need some assistance, or they have that closet with all of these clothes in it, you know, and they realize that they don't know what to wear. Like, I found pieces in my closet this weekend that I was able to put together and make an outfit, and my girls are like, "Oh, Quay." My husband was like, "I haven't seen that outfit yet. Where did it come from?" You know, and I was able to mix and match some stuff in my closet. So is that something a service that you can offer people?
Absolutely. So once we go through this editing process of your closet, my role is to then look at what we've kept and figure out how do you mix and match them. And then on top of that, what staples do you need to add into your closet to really make it a functioning closet and a functioning wardrobe? So, for example, if you have a ton of blouses, do we need to add a blazer into that mix, or a jean jacket, or whatever the case may be, to make it more functional based upon your lifestyle, which is so important. So, you know, I might not go say, "Hey, Quilla, you need to go buy a blazer," because I know that you're in athletic wear Monday through Friday, because you're so lucky to be able to do that.
I have started wearing jeans more often now. I decided, I was listening to one of my personal development books, and she's like, I think she was talking directly to me, because she said, "I get it. You're a fitness instructor and you exercise all the time. But when you walk out the house, you need to put some jeans on, lady." And I was like, okay. So I went and bought me a nice pair of jeans the other day, a couple months ago, and I was like, $72. And the lady was like, "But they're really good jeans." And I was like, "Well, do you got a coupon?" Right? So I found it online, and they got them down to like $40. But the jeans are the bomb. They fit me like a glove. They move when I move. No wind on the crack, okay? And so
yes, that's so important.
So I did make an investment in one really good pair of jeans recently.
That's good.
And so you would help us find those pieces?
Absolutely. And you don't even have to go look for them. You give me your measurements, let me help you figure out what your size is, and I'll go give you some options and bring them directly to you. Okay. So, no needing to drag you through the mall for hours. Some people love to shop, some people don't. But you still get the shopping experience, because I get to pick out a few things for you to choose from, and then you get to choose from that instead of being overwhelmed in the department store or the boutique.
Okay. So let me just see if anybody has any possible questions. If you all have questions for Brittany, now is the time to ask before we get off of here. If you have some issues with your own closet, let us know so she can help you. All right, so it looks as if no one else has any questions right now. You all can definitely ask questions on here and we'll come back to them. Well, Brittany will. I'm no declutter expert. The fact that I'm even hosting a declutter group is hilarious, because I am the clutter queen. I will stick something in the drawer in a second. So when you walk in, it looks good, but if you open up a drawer or a closet, surprise, it's a mess. So I'm really trying to change that right now, and I'm really trying to welcome in all the things that God has for me. And I really felt like in order to do that, I needed to get rid of some stuff, whether it be bless somebody, toss it, or repurpose it. And so I'm really excited that we got to work with you and talk to you, and that you gave us these tips, because I believe that in time, we can take these tips that you gave us and use them to declutter any portion of our life. You know, like the stuff that's in your car? Are you using it right now? Have you ever used it in the last 6 months or last year? You know, is it just taking up space? And a lot of the times I feel like that's what we're doing. We're allowing things to just take up space, to just say that we have it. But I truly believe that if we clutter so much, we're going to take up space that is not allowing the things that's supposed to be in our life to come. So,
Absolutely.
so Brittany, where can people find you to contact you if they want to get their closet reorganized and repurposed and decluttered? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so the best place to contact me is going to be on my website. It is going to be up and running here shortly in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, I am accepting email addresses so that I can notify you when the website launches. It's herclosetstyling.com.
I'm putting it
So,
in.
yeah.
Okay, so that's herclosetstyling.com. So I just posted that for y'all. I hope I spelled it right.
Awesome. Really
and so,
easy.
yes, by all means, reach out. Yep, there we go. It popped up. Oh, that's cute.
Yay.
All right, so, y'all, put your email on her mailing list and definitely allow her to help you out with your closet. If you know somebody who needs a service like this, tag their name below so that they can get in contact with her, or they can at least watch this video, because I feel like this video alone was plenty of information for me to get started. But ultimately, I'm gonna let the pro come and do what she do, okay? And then you all will get to see the magic that she made happen in my closet, because my closet is full of just my stuff. My husband and I are blessed enough that we have separate closets, and his closet is so clean and so neat, and my closet looked like a hurricane ran through it. So there's boxes in there, there's towels in there. Yeah, it's a mess in there. So you're gonna have fun, girl. You're gonna have fun.
I have my work cut out for me, but I'm definitely open to it.
So this was very informative. I'm really excited that we got to do this and help people. That's what I'm here for, y'all. I want to see y'all live your best life. And some people may think that decluttering your closet or repurposing your clothes is not part of living your best life, but in fact it is. It's one of the highest parts of self-care, because you should feel good when you walk in your closet. You should feel good when you put your clothes on. I don't know if y'all seen a video I posted the other day, but I was just checking myself out. And I was like, girl, you look good. And so I want y'all to feel like that. And I thought this was one of the ways that you can get that experience. And so it's not too late to join the Love Yourself Enough to Declutter group, where we will get some things out of our lives. We will shift some things around, and we will make room for what's supposed to come. Make sure you contact Brittany. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, she's going to get you right. And if you have any further questions, or you need help from me in any area, whether it be your budgeting, your finances, or putting you in connection with the right people like Brittany, and I'll be bringing more people to y'all soon, you let me know. Drop your email on my website, JaQualiaLynn.com, and I'll be in contact with you. So Brittany sat here and she gave us the foundation. She gave us a foundation, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna give y'all some homework. And I'm included, but I'm really talking about y'all. Go ahead, Brittany. What's our homework?
So the homework is to go through and create your 5 piles before we meet again. So look at your items, figure out what you need to toss, donate or sell, fix, keep, and those don't knows. But by the time we come back, you'll probably have those don't knows in one of those other 4 piles.
Okay, tell me the piles one more time. It's toss,
donate or sell,
donate, sell, okay,
fix,
Fix. I ain't gonna never have no fixed pal. I ain't got time for that. I got 3 kids. Go ahead. Fix.
Keep or
Okay.
don't know.
Okay, so I put these 5 categories in here for y'all. The 5 piles of clothes. Whew, I'm scared. I'm gonna be posting y'all on Facebook so y'all can see when I'm making my piles. You're welcome, Christian. Did you have any other questions for Brittany before we get off of here? Yeah, you got me over here scared to touch my closet now.
It's gonna be some work, but we will get through it. And turn on some fun music. Make it fun.
Okay, so because I was gonna say, I think that's what my problem is. I go in the closet when I do go in there to clean up, to hang up clothes or whatever, and like it's like I'm walking into a jail cell. And I feel like I'm on punishment when I'm in the closet. So I guess if you put some music on and go in there with a positive mindset, like you said in the beginning, knowing that you have the opportunity to improve your own life or help somebody else's, I think that'll be a great way to make this work.
Absolutely. Make sure it's a day that you have in the time of day that you have a high energy, and go in there, play your favorite music, whatever it takes to get you through, whether or not it's some Mary Mary or some Beyonce or whatever the case may be.
I was thinking more like some Lauryn Hill or Erykah Badu, but
some relaxing chill music. Not upbeat.
I'm gonna be in there like, you need to pick your Aphrodite.
That is so funny. Yes. And also, I would say your favorite drink. Grab you some Starbucks or whatever your drink of choice is, because you're going to need it to get through the few hours that you're going to be in there, So
you suggest that we spread this up over multiple days, or should we try and do it all in one setting?
I would try to do it all in one setting, but if you can't, obviously, you're going to have to break it up. So maybe within a couple of days, but definitely try to knock it out within a couple of days. I wouldn't try to let it drag on. Or if you just start with a pile, like, all right, I'm going to go through here and I'm going to hit 1 pile a day for a week.
Okay.
That's a little more doable, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
I can do that. All right.
Okay. And the other thing I would say,
oh, you got some questions on here. Christian says,
awesome.
I have 3 girls and I have a thing with saving clothes, and all my kids are 3 years apart. Is it best to just let the clothes go?
So they all haven't hit that age just yet, I'm assuming. Well, I would say save them only if it's those items that you really want to repeat and see your kid wear again, because I think over the years, as we're passing things down, things can get worn down. So those things that you really love and that you want to hold on to for the next child to wear, absolutely save them. But if it's, let's say one child's 6, the other one's 3, maybe take what, the kid was wearing when they were 5 and can't fit anymore, take it, put it in storage for a while until that 3-year-old gets to the age where they can fit those clothes. That way they're not just sitting out in the closet, because that's going to take up a lot of space, if you're hanging on to 3 years of clothes.
Now, I recently did that, and so I can definitely give a suggestion. When you go to like Dollar General or whatever, they have those big blue Ziploc bags.
Yes.
So you can buy those, and so I bought 2 of those, and I placed them under the beds because I have an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and so some of the stuff I passed down, and some of the stuff me and my sisters, we swap clothes because all of our kids are like right in between. And so we swap a lot. But I do have 2 big bags, or you can get the vacuum sealed bags. And so
I love those bags.
Don't put it in your closet. Didn't y'all hear what Brittany said? If you ain't using it, don't use it in the closet. I heard that.
Under the bed, or put it in your storage in your home, or if you have an external storage unit, put it there. Just don't put it where the clothes belong if they're not being currently used. Yeah.
Right. Okay, Emily says, do you ladies have a few places where we can donate to?
Donating. So my number one place that I donate to is Goodwill. That's where I drop off a lot of items. There's Rest for Success. They take a lot of women's clothes, and they often have a lot of women that are going for interviews who really need professional clothes. So those are my top two recommendations. Quayla, you have any?
I'll let you know. When I lived in Ohio, so I don't know if they have it here in Florida because I haven't done it yet, but when I lived in Ohio, I mentioned earlier that one of my issues is I have the pile of stuff that I need to give away, but I didn't take it to Goodwill, which is like only 2 miles away from my house. And I ride past Goodwill every day to go to Winn-Dixie, but I digress. One of the places in Ohio that you can do is just call Volunteers of America.
Yeah, they'll come pick it up.
All you have to do is sit it on your porch, and they will come and get it. You ain't even got to go nowhere. Y'all, I have donated bags of clothes, dressers, shoes, household stuff, everything. And I just put it in the bag and they'll drop off, they'll put you on their mailing list and send you this little yellow slip. And you just fill it out, and it's a tax write-off. Okay. Oh.
They got receipt. Yes.
Yes. So I save all my receipts, and you can literally take it to Goodwill, like she said. Some other
churches.
Places. Yeah. And then
a lot of churches do clothing drives too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then if you just go to the grocery store, there's like a big yellow or white bin usually in the parking lot where you can donate clothes to. So there's tons of places to donate to. But if you have clothes that you want to donate, I want y'all to just hold them for just a little second, because I had a brilliant idea that I wanted to talk to y'all about, because I want to start mentoring our youth and how to get prepared for an interview. So if you have interview-worthy clothes, keep them, because we're about to change these young ladies' lives, this younger generation. We're going to change their lives. So this is the first time I've mentioned this, that we're about to do this. So I'm putting some stuff together. You all will see it on my website. My website should launch in a couple of weeks or whatever. But you'll see it on there, the program we're going to do to start mentoring our young ladies. And hopefully I can get some men on board to do it for the fellas, but I don't have no suits, so I can't help with that one. But I would definitely want to do it for the ladies. So if y'all have interview-worthy clothes and you put that in the giveaway or donate pile, let me know. All right?
Absolutely.
Let me see if there's any more questions. This was really awesome. I'm sorry, I'm slow. I think that was it. Okay, so you answered Christian and Emily, and let me make sure there's no questions on the other page. No, we're all good. All right, so I'm excited. Ladies, please share this to your page. Help someone else to get this goodness in their life. Tell them to join our Declutter group, because I believe that we need to all make room for the blessings that's coming to our life.
Absolutely.
I don't have anything else. Brittany, do you have any last words you want to share with us?
I do. So just a couple of things, because I know that we all have those items that we really just can't let go of, but they may not be working for us right now as far as wearing them. So if you come across something while you're doing this exercise and you really just can't let it go, my suggestion is just to make a compromise with yourself. So once again, if it's sentimental, figure out a way to display it, or a way to honor whatever that sentimental value is, or give it to someone that will cherish it. Like for me, I have a fetish of leather jackets in general. I have a collection of them, and one that I've had since college I can't fit into anymore, and I absolutely adore it. And so I'm giving it to my niece, and I know that she would love it and appreciate it. So that's who it's going to. If you really can't let it go, also, you can consider just taking it out of the closet in your clothing closet and moving it into another storage area. So, for those of us who may have a few items like, look, I know I'm going to get back into this, just give me 6 months. move it into another closet in a different area in storage, and then you can go pull that out in a few months once you hit that size that you're looking to hit. Another thing is,
okay.
Say yes. After JaQualia helps you get fit.
You got your closet, I got your waist. Okay.
There you go. And set a timeline. That's so important. So if you are setting it aside and you're moving it into another area, set that timeline and say, okay, I'm only going to leave it here for 6 months. And if I don't wear it, I'm going to let it go. Or I'm only going to hang on to it until the next season comes around. And if I'm not going to wear it at that point, or if I don't wear it at that point, then I'm going to let it go. So just make sure that you stick to that promise. Okay?
All right.
So that's really it. Thank you so much for having me. It's been such a pleasure and such a fun experience.
Thank you. I'm excited a little bit to go in the closet. You know, maybe I'll do it like after bed one night or something. So after my kids are in bed, so I can turn my on and get in there and do the doggone thing or whatever. But
there you go.
This was really good. So everybody, I'm going to have Britt back here towards the end of our Declutter challenge. And so today is the 17th. And let me look at a calendar because we haven't actually set the date yet. But I'm thinking we'll set it for another day. Oh, it's already almost the end of the month. Wow.
I know, it's moving.
February.
It's moving.
You got to remember February. So how does next 2 weeks from now on a Monday, how does that sound?
That works. Works for me.
So we'll put that in pencil and then we'll make sure that both of us can do that day. And we'll make sure that we post it for you all. And y'all can take some pictures and stuff and show us your before and after of your closet. Maybe there'll be a little incentive for whoever shares some pictures with us. You know, but we really want to see y'all succeed in this thing. And I believe, again, I'll say it for like the 12th time, when you let go of some stuff that don't need to be there, you are making room for the blessings that are supposed to be in your life. So let's let it go. Let it go. All right. So hopefully my kids are in bed, but I don't know if they are. Brittany, I appreciate you so much for coming on here and speaking to us and sharing with us your passion and your expertise. And I will see you again in 2 weeks.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
You too. Love you.